19 ноября 6 оперативно-тактическими ракетами «Атакам» с производства США и 21 ноября в ходе комбинированной ракетной атаки системами «Шторм Шэдоу» производства Великобритании и «Химмерс» производства США были нанесены удары по военным объектам на территории Российской Федерации в Брянской и Курской областях. С этого момента, как мы неоднократно подчеркивали, ранее спровоцированный Западом региональный конфликт на Украине приобрел элементы глобального характера.
The world feels like it's on the edge, doesn't it? Just when you think things can't get any more tense, President Biden makes a huge decision, authorizing Ukraine to use US-supplied long-range missiles to strike deep into Russian territory. And just days after that, Ukrainian forces did exactly that, launching an attack on a Russian military base in Bryansk, which is 110 miles inside Russia's border. The missiles hit, but reports are all over the place about how effective they were. But one thing is clear, this conflict is spiraling into something much more dangerous. Afterwards, French President Macron backed the move, saying it was the right response to North Korea joining forces with Russia.
Montre que le sol ukrainien est attaqué de fait depuis des bases et qui sont en Russie. Alors comment on explique aux Ukrainiens qu'il va falloir protéger ces villes et au fond tout ce qu'on voit en ce moment autour de Kharkiv, si on leur dit vous n'avez pas le droit d'atteindre le point d'où sont tirés les missiles? En fait, on leur dit on vous livre des armes mais vous ne pouvez pas vous défendre. Donc nous on reste exactement dans le même cadre. On pense qu'on doit leur permettre de neutraliser les sites militaires d'où sont tirés les missiles et au fond les sites militaires depuis lesquels l'Ukraine est agressée. Mais on ne doit pas permettre de toucher d'autres cibles en Russie et évidemment des capacités civiles ou d'autres cibles militaires.
Something darker is beginning to set in. NATO and the United States have crossed a line.
Повторю, испытания в боевых условиях ракетной системы «Орешник» проводятся нами в ответ на агрессивные действия стран НАТО в отношении России. Вопрос о дальнейшем развертывании ракет средней и меньшей дальности будет решаться нами в зависимости от действий США и их сателлитов. Объекты для поражения в ходе дальнейших испытаний наших новейших ракетных комплексов будут определяться нами, исходя из угроз безопасности Российской Федерации. Мы считаем себя вправе применять наше оружие против военных объектов тех стран, которые позволяют применять свое оружие против наших объектов. А в случае эскалации агрессивных действий будем отвечать также решительно и зеркально.
Russia, led by Putin, has made it clear that any further aggression could lead to a military response, even nuclear retaliation. The threat of World War III doesn't feel like a possibility anymore. It feels like a very real danger. And Biden's decision comes at a strange time, just weeks after a hard-fought election and with Trump about to take office again. Some are wondering if Biden's trying to set things in motion now, creating a new reality before Trump steps in. But with Donald Trump's opposition to escalation and opposition to apparently war, his silence on this issue speaks volumes. Could he be any different than Biden? Meanwhile, Putin isn't sitting idly by. He's already adjusted Russia's nuclear doctrine, saying they could use nuclear weapons in response to any form of conventional aggression that threatens Russia's sovereignty.
Мы всегда предпочитали и сейчас готовы решать все спорные вопросы мирными средствами. Но мы готовы также и к любому развитию событий. Если в этом кто-то еще сомневается, то напрасно. Ответ всегда будет.
And now, as tensions rise, we're all left wondering what Russia's next move will be. Will it be a strike on NATO bases, a further escalation in Ukraine, or something much more worse, something that could change the world forever? The question keeps echoing. How far will NATO push this? How long before boots on the ground become a reality, as some European leaders have suggested?
what I can say, I'm very realistic, and Estonians, we are realistic. We are just doing our job. We are investing heavily to defense. We are preparing for the probable invasion from Russia during the next maybe couple of years.
Probable.
We don't know, but we know the capabilities will be there after like 3-4 years. So what I see was actually more troops on the ground in our region. We have a British-led enhanced forward presence mission of NATO in Estonia together with France and US. We got more military support, more financial support about security.
Just explain that, because I think a lot of people will not be aware of that. You have British troops in high readiness to defend your border, I mean our NATO border.
Exactly. We have British troops together with France, permanent troops, and also US troops, and one Icelander as well. We are very happy about it. And they are ready to go within the first second together with our troops. We have
and they're stationed in Estonia.
They're stationed in Estonia, and also there is a backup brigade ready to go and enter to Estonia in a very short time. So Britain is our the frame
so
country.
We could be fighting. I mean,
you could be
frankly,
fighting.
we could be fighting
as a
for
nuclear
Estonia
country.
or for NATO,
It's
against Russia.
Against Russia, yeah, of course. That's the idea of the deterrence and also the real readiness.
From Gaza to Lebanon to the mountain threats against Iran and the growing tensions with China, it's hard to ignore how close we are to chaos. Whether it's Biden or Trump, the US seems determined to maintain its global dominance. And all nations everywhere are caught up in this dangerous game of brinkmanship that could take us all down with it. The signs seem to be growing clearer with each day passing.
Это не прогноз, это то, что уже случилось. К этому можно по-разному относиться. Можно считать, что всадники апокалипсиса уже в пути. И вся надежда на Господа Бога, Всевышнего.
NATO's war with Russia isn't just another geopolitical conflict, it's part of something much larger and much darker. A global confrontation that affects every corner of the earth, with rising authoritarianism, relentless attacks on the working class, and a world hurtling towards disaster. The need for resistance is much more urgent than ever before. What we need, folks, is a unified movement for peace and justice. Only a unified movement for peace and justice can stop the United States and its thirst for World War III. Thanks for listening to the Independent Islamic Republic. Assalamu alaikum, have a wonderful night.
Есть. Михайлович, команда.